the number of sisters joined Akweka in all 10 countries. Do you have how many? 100 or thousands?
Be in thousands.
Thousands, yeah.
Because there's good vocation in Kenya, I'm sure of that.
Yes.
You have so many congregations in Kenya. And this plenary assembly, the 19th plenary assembly, we are expecting 200 participants. And actually we were given 6 slots. But because we are just new and we are young, we are babies, we don't have the money to sponsor the 6 of us. So that's why Akweka is going to sponsor 2, the board member and the secretary, then so that we don't feel somehow we managed to sponsor other 2. So 4 of us will be joining the rest to celebrate the Golden Jubilee and then be at the plenary assembly.
So yes.
Beginning from the 18th till the 24th.
Okay.
Actually, the real program begins on the 19th and ends on the 23rd.
So it's a very...
So arrival is 18th and departure is 24th.
Okay. Yeah, it's staying, 3-4 days in a golden peacock is...
Yeah.
So after you have been waiting for 50 years, so...
Sure,
yes.
They chose a good place, really.
Yeah.
A golden peacock.
Yeah, yes. So maybe when you come back, we'll see the pictures. Maybe also you'll share the experiences and the content of all these, the future plans and the dreams of Akweka for the coming 50 years. We will hear more about it, yeah. So the preparation is going on. So they are preparing it from Nairobi, from the head office of Akweka, but the place will be in Malawi.
Yeah, last year we went together, the Secretary General from Nairobi and Mother General, this President of Akweka, both of them, many times they went to see, but the team committee, different committee to host people, they are established, they are formed there in Malawi, with also laity, youth, men and women, consecrated people, even diocesan priests, they are working together since long time. I think 2 years ago they have begun, and they are working hard, not always going from Nairobi to Malawi, but the committee members in Malawi themselves, they are working hard, guided by Akweka.
Okay, yeah. Yes. So the feast is expected, to be participated by 200 people, and that they are coming from different countries, and I suppose it will be a very colorful celebration, but also with a content of plans for the future in the different individual associations. They will have also some kind of message to take home for their own associations, whether it is to consolidate what they have or to expand and to grow where it is starting. So there will be many messages. So that is our hope that you will come from that event to continue also to strengthen the association here in Ethiopia, which is started only this year, but we are very hopeful that it will grow. To come to Akweka, back in the journey, we have been discussing, the dream is to strengthen the mission of the church in respective countries, to strengthen by strengthening each other as association, but also as a local woman consecrated association. That is achieved, you were saying, but when you have an association or you start a journey, to work together, there are also challenges, not only opportunities or successes, but there are also challenges. It would be also to hear if you recall any challenge which Akweka encountered in the course of the last 50 years. maybe sister, as a board member, you might have heard some hurdles in the course of the years.
I think Sister Perpetua also was there when we have begun to create awareness among ourselves as consecrated women of Ethiopia before establishing our association. 3-4 times, I think, we called the sisters to create awareness. And we felt, and I received this message from different superiors or sisters, members of the congregations. Since we are working together with men as the same race, and now if we establish our own association, this taking responsibility is a big challenge. We have considered, some of us, we considered like separation from men's congregation, and we felt, and also we saw we can't really carry that responsibility. Only women, how these questions were coming, but we tried to convince them, create awareness, and that thanks be to God, we reached at this point. But still we have to create this awareness, and ourselves here in Ethiopia, the consecrated women, our association, we have our leadership team, 5 sisters. Myself, Sister Hiwat of Daughters of Charity, Sister Judita from Holy Spirit, Sister Getenesh from Consolata Missionary, and Beatrice. Sister Beatrice from Franciscan Missionaries of St. Anne, based in Awasa. So we are trying to create this awareness, especially to move from this to different dioceses, to meet different congregations, because it is difficult to call them all from different dioceses to come to Addis. That is also the request to reach out also to different dioceses to promote or to create this awareness in different ways. So for this movement, we are trying to ask Akweka to write some projects for financial support, since we don't have anything here. So we are trying to do this.
Okay, this is, you can call it a challenge, at the beginning, how we have been working together as men and women consecrated association or CMRS as a conference, and then making, another accent of having consecrated women, just a separate association might, take strength from the CMRS, or might be seen as a separation. But, it takes time probably, to understand that it is not a separation, but also more accentuation, that consecrated women who can come together, it is also a blessing in somehow to help each other, but not losing also, the contribution or the benefit that they are getting from CMRS, where also the men, consecrated men, are also part of it. So it takes time, to understand indeed. So this requires also promotion and creation of awareness in the coming period. Maybe Sister Perpetua can tell more about what the plans are.
Another challenge that I think that the association is facing is finance. Because there are a lot of things you would have loved to do as an association, where you have your own secretariat, you have your own staff, you have your own space, but it's not there. But notwithstanding, we are still trying to, as we still operate under CMRS. For me, one of the greatest challenge I feel that Ethiopia will have, Ethiopia is so large, and consecrated women are scattered all over the regions in Ethiopia. For example, the missionary sisters of charity that are in Afar, it's difficult, when you call for meetings, it's difficult for them to attend. And it's not just only the superiors that you'll be dealing with, because you have so many workshops, seminars that are organized for the consecrated women. A lot would have loved to be part of that, but it's only those within Addis Ababa that get to be served. But our sister said, if we're able to reach out to the consecrated women at the periphery, those in far places, then we'll be able to draw strength from those people. So it's like some are just left. They don't have much, they don't benefit actually from the center. So the size of the country is so large that you don't seem to get to everybody. And some formation houses are outside Addis Ababa. So it is difficult to reach out to these people. And our sister said, the reluctance at the beginning to say because the beginning is always very difficult and stressful. And I guess maybe some of the sisters were a bit scared, if we move out, what will happen? So there is that fear at the beginning. But things will begin to normalize as we get along. Slowly, we'll get there. Like most of the associations, they have their own secretariat, they have their own staff that are a full-time job. But we cannot try that here because sister is the leader of our congregation. She has so many things to do. So dragging her up and down all the time is always difficult. All the leadership team members are also engaged in their respective congregations. So to get people to work at the secretariat is difficult.
It's one of also the challenges you face, but by the time you have, sparing from the responsibility they have, they try, to bring things together so that this association can be established and function also properly in the coming years. So the office, the lack of office, the presence of the staff and financial issues are also challenges for Akweka, the association here in Ethiopia. In the context of Ethiopia, we are talking about. Despite these challenges, you are trying to create awareness. And in what way do you think that more awareness can be created? Sister Lugina mentioned earlier that to travel to different dioceses so that you could create awareness. But do you think also do you have to have, like other countries, to start an assembly, a yearly assembly of consecrated women association here in Ethiopia?
Yeah, that is also included in our constitution. It is there once a year or twice a year. We have to have our General Assembly, and also to prepare the sisters to have this ministry, different assignments, the way we see in different associations in the Akweka region, human resources. That is why we have sent some sisters to Kenya. Akweka is aware of our situation here in Ethiopia. So they are giving us this chance of sending the sisters to empower this association to prepare in with different topics to strengthen our own association here.
Okay. Yes. Do you have some more things, aspirations for the association here in Ethiopia? And you are working at CMRS this time. and the CMRS is a conference of major religious superiors, where also consecrated men are part of it. So this is another branch where you are involved in, and you are now supporting, helping. So you are actually bridging the two, I suppose, yes, in your work. And what is your hope for the coming period?
Well, I have, from time immemorial, women have been very active in CMRS. So it's not a big deal, you know. The women religious have been so supportive, and when you call for meetings, you call for workshops, you have more of the women than the men. I guess the men are too busy for this kind of work. So it's like continuation of what has been happening. It's just that when it concerns the women religious, we send message to the women religious only. If it is specifically for the women religious, it's easy. It's just that we would have loved to have our own secretariat, have our own stationaries, have our own stamps, have our own this thing, but there isn't any difference, because both for the CMRS and for Conference of Women Religious in Ethiopia, just beckon on any sister. They are willing to assist at any time. So it hasn't. I'm not finding it difficult. Yeah.
I think both.
And there's also a kind of sisters are now willing to support. They are willing to be part of any program that we set up. And there's more communications with the office.
Yes, it is more practical when you have together, you know, as consecrated women come together, and then even consecrated men come together when they have their own particular things. So CMRS and Akweka have also similar, objective of the mission of the church, as you have it also in your objective, description of the vision is the same for the mission. So working together is for both very important, and that is good. I think this can grow, together to strengthen each other. That's good. So there are some other points which you want to mention for probably.
At the beginning it was not easy for us, the religious sisters, to present this issue, because every time I have participated in the Akweka meetings, programs, I came with different experiences, and I have presented in the general assemblies, including this about the association, different associations in the Akweka region. Priests, they are a minority in CMRS, or the religious sisters, the majority are religious sisters. So there was a struggle. Don't think that you are going to be separated from CMRS, they were saying, the priests, no. Still you are a part of CMRS. So to create this awareness, we really struggled. Then at the end, they gave us this freedom to also to move in this way. So because we are a majority and also strong in a sense, spiritually, formation, we are together. Collaboration itself among ourselves as religious sisters is a really good example for us, a good experience. So to help each other, we are not separated, but now they are aware of it, and they are happy that the association is established. Yeah.
A strong consecrated woman association is a blessing for CMRS as well, because then you have an entity which is very strong, and then adding to the strengths of CMRS as a whole, So you can see it also in that way, but it requires also seeing things in unity and harmony, working together in the spirit of the church. So if that is there, then it is for the same mission of the church, and it will not create a problem. Of course, if there is problems, or if there are some difficulties, when you separate yourself from an organization in that way, it's very difficult, to work together. But if you discuss it first, and you share it, and you take time to reflect about it, and you pray on it, and then you decide, and then that means that the harmony is all there. Then you continue to work together. So in harmony, that's a good thing for the church and for the mission. Yeah. So we gradually coming to the end of our conversation about the Akweka Association, but also about the Golden Jubilee, which will be celebrated soon in Malawi. I would like also to give you an opportunity, to say a few words, whatever you intend to say about the association or about CMRS, about the mission of the diverse congregations, to our Catholic TV viewers, your wishes, your aspirations, your recommendations. Now you have the moment to express them. One of you, Sister Perpetua.
Yeah, even though we are still regarded as babies, but I want to assure Akweka that we are strong. We are beginning very strong. We are well and able to meet up with the rest of them, and because their interest is in promoting and supporting and strengthening formation and leadership, not just as an association, but in our individual, to be relevant in the church, in our individual congregations. We want to promise Akweka that we will do our best to remain what they want us to be, to remain faithful to our calling, to remain faithful to our charisms, and be able to make Akweka proud. So I, on behalf of the rest of Ethiopia, to thank Akweka and to wish them well and to congratulate them on this landmark of 50 years as a group.
Okay, before going to Sister Lugina, I wanted to continue with you about the Nigerian context of consecrated women. You mentioned earlier that it is 60th anniversary celebrated recently, and that is a very strong association there. And can you give us a little insight into that, so that the Akweka, although starting here, can aspire something which is happening in Nigeria as well?
Well, the Nigerian context, we are strong in the dioceses, which is a bit different from Ethiopia. And we have leadership teams in every diocese, leadership teams that we meet regularly. So nobody seems to be left behind. We call it the Conference of Women Religious, NCWR. That is, we have the national conference. The area conference is made up of the dioceses, which is quite strong, made up of different religious congregations. We thank God that they start that vocation boom in Nigeria. We are happy for that. Nigerians are very religious, and when we get to see some of them in their parishes, outstations, it's a beehive of activities around the church, because even though there's problem, but when things get so tough for you, who do you turn to? We turn to God. So Nigerians are good at that. So we have gone very far, which we want to emulate in Ethiopia, where we meet everybody. We don't have to travel to Addis for any program. You have these programs at the grassroots in the different dioceses. Even some dioceses that are so large, so big, they share themselves also in different areas and different units so that no religious is left out. We have the men religious and have the women religious. In every aspect of it, anywhere, any day, the women religious are also very strong. Because the men are busy with parish work and different things, so the women religious are quite strong. And I hope that in Ethiopia we emulate that, where we have to move out of the center to go to the periphery and meet everybody. Because religious are actually, the women religious are working at the extreme end among the rural people, so that they don't get carried away or they don't get to be, they don't need to overwork themselves, but let them move out and even think of their vocation and their ministry.
It helps also sharing of resources, but also enriching each other, and then also sharing challenges and opportunities together. If you come together even in the diocesan level, in the regional level, and different units when it is so distances are also minimized, and so that is a good example what you mentioned, even for Ethiopia as a big country. So if in the diocesan level, if there are associations, then they can strengthen also the national Quaker association. So it is a good approach, diocesan, but also national level, to strengthen each other and to help one another in the mission of the church. That is a good example of Nigeria, a big Catholic country. I can say Catholic Church is strong, and the 60th anniversary is a big, event. It must have been, which took place recently. So just thank you for sharing us that experience from Nigeria, and maybe Sister Lugina will give us her aspirations also for the church and for the association.
Yeah, thank you very much. I express my gratitude to Akueka for the experience which I had throughout these years. We're journeying together with the different national associations in the Akueka region, for the responsibility taken by Akueka region. The sisters in different associations, they are really responsible people for the growth of national associations, Akueka region, and also their own congregations. So if we come to our reality in Ethiopia, the sisters living in Ethiopia and working in the church, we also should learn from their experience. I really encourage our sisters here in Ethiopia. We have to work together and collaborate because we can learn more from different associations as well as from different congregations living here in Ethiopia. Last year, when we went to form our team, the plenary assembly team, the board members from different countries in Akueka region, we came with different experiences, as we are working in different realities, different countries. I felt and I lived that strong experience of taking responsibility in the national associations. When we formed a team of the plenary assembly, it came very nice team, like transforming holistic formation for authentic living towards a deeper evangelization in the Akueka region and beyond. We are not really limited in our region. That mentality, open-minded mentality, is there in the Akueka region. So we are going to develop this team during this plenary assembly in Malawi, but we have begun to implement the team in different national associations. This is big initiative. Ourselves here in Ethiopia, we have to learn from them. That is my desire, to work hard and also active. Being active, then we can embrace our desire and our vision. That is our.
Thank you very much indeed for giving us insight into Akweka, Association of Consecrated Women in the region mentioned earlier, but also the work what you do here in Ethiopia to consolidate what you have started in February, the first year now we are now taking. Maybe when Akweka celebrates the 60th anniversary and Ethiopia will celebrate the 10th anniversary, that is also my wish, which I express today as we are together. And I am very hopeful that this Golden Jubilee will be celebrated in a very spiritual and enriching way, and that will also be reflected also in those respective countries, also Ethiopia, when you come back, and that the journey which you are going to start for the next 25-50 years. And I wish you all the best in your engagement in this endeavor, very challenging, but still very hopeful that it will get strong gradually. And I would like to thank you also for your service on behalf of here the Pax TV viewers, but also on behalf of the pastoral office of the Archdiocese, where also we work together as congregations. You work together with the parishes, with spiritual activities of the parishes. You participate in different ways, and that is also a blessing, for the church. When we talk about an association of consecrated women, then we think of also the various activities this consecrated individual women doing in different localities, and they are based also in different parishes and in dioceses and in the regions. So this is a big mission of the church, what you are taking as consecrated women, and we are very grateful for that. And wish you all the best once again. የተከበራችሁ የሰላም ካቶሊክ ቲቪ ተመልካቾቻችን ከእንግዶች ጋር የነበረን ጊዜ በዚህ አጠናቀናል። እንግዲህ በዚህ በቤተክርስቲያን በተልዕኮ ላይ በተሰኘው ፕሮግራም ስለ አኩዌካ ወይም ደግሞ በምስራቅ አፍሪካና በመካከለኛው አፍሪካ የሚገኙ ሲስተሮች ወይም ደግሞ ህይወታቸውን ለቤተክርስቲያን ለክርስቶስ የሰጡ እህቶች ማህበር በተለያዩ አገራት የራሳቸው ማህበር አላቸው። እንደዚሁም ደግሞ በ10 የአፍሪካ ሀገራት አንድ ላይ ማህበር አቋቁመው አኩዌካ በሚል ስም ይተንቀሳቀሱ ይገኛሉ። ዋናው ዓላማቸው የቤተክርስቲያንን ተልዕኮ ማጠናከርና ማስፋፋት ነው። ከቤተክርስቲያን ጋራ ይሰራሉ። ከተለያዩ ሰበካዎች እንደዚሁም ከተለያዩ የወንዶች ገዳማት አለቆች ጋራ በመተባበር በጋራ የሚሰራ ማህበር ነው እና በኢትዮጵያ ደግሞ በቅርቡ እንግዲህ ይህ የሴት ገዳማውያን ማህበር ተቋቁሟል። ቅድም ሲስተር ሉጂና ገብረወልድ እንዳስረዱን እንግዲህ ይህ ማህበር በኢትዮጵያም የበለጠ አድጎ ተጠናክሮ ማየት ይፈልጋል። እንደሰማነው ደግሞ በሌሎች ሀገሮች ላለፉት 50 ዓመታት በኬንያ ያለ እንግዲህ ለ10 ሀገራት የተቋቋመ የሴት ገዳማውያት ትልቅ ማህበር ነው እና ይህ ማህበር ደግሞ ተጠናክሮ ለ50 ዓመት ከተጓዘ በኋላ አሁን 50ኛ የወርቅ ኢዮቤልዩ በማላዊ እንደሚያከብሩ ነው እና ይህ ደግሞ ማህበር በየሀገሩ የራሱ የሆነ የሴት ገዳማውያት ማህበር አለ። እነሱ አንድ ላይ ሆነው ነው እንግዲህ አኩዌካ ተብሎ የምስራቅ አፍሪካና እንደዚሁም የመካከለኛው አፍሪካ አገር የተውጣጡ እህቶች ናቸው እና በኢትዮጵያ ደግሞ በቅርቡ የተቋቋመው ይህ ማህበር ደግሞ በኢትዮጵያ ያሉ የሴት ገዳማውያት የእህቶች ማህበር ሆኖ እንዲያድግና በተለይ ደግሞ የሚሰጡት ሐዋርያዊ አገልግሎት የቤተክርስቲያን ተልዕኮ የበለጠ ለማጠናከርና እርስ በርስም ለመማማር የሚያደርጉት እንቅስቃሴ እኛም በጸሎታችን እንድናግዛቸውና እዚህ በአመራር ላይ ያሉትም እህቶች እንግዲህ እዚህም ቦርድ ተቋቁሞ አመራር እየተሰጠበት ነው እና የመጀመሪያ ዓመት ቢሆንም እንግዲህ እግዚአብሔር ይህንን ማህበራቸው እንዲያሳድግላቸው እና ከሲኤምአርኤስ ከኢትዮጵያ የገዳማውያት በላይ አለቆች ማህበር የተሰኘው ከሲኤምአርኤስ ጋራም አብረው እየሰሩትም ያሉት ስራ በዚያው መልኩ ደግሞ እያደገ እንዲሄድ ለማድረግ ጥረት እያደረጉ ነውና እግዚአብሔር ይህንን ዓላማቸው እቅዳቸውን ሁሉ እንዲያስፈጽምላቸው በጸሎታችን እንድናግዛቸው አደራ ለማለት ፈልጋለሁ። እግዚአብሔር አምላክ በየቦታው በየገዳማቱ የሚሰጡትን አገልግሎት ይባርክልን። ገዳማውያንም ደግሞ እንደዚሁ ለእግዚአብሔር ራሳቸውን የሰጡ እህቶች ወንድሞች በያሉበት የሚሰጡት አገልግሎት እግዚአብሔር ይባርክላቸው። እግዚአብሔር ጤናና ረጅም እድሜ ይስጥልን እንላለን። እግዚአብሔር አምላክ ቤተክርስቲያናችን የምትሰጠውን አገልግሎት ባርኮ የስብከተ ወንጌል አገልግሎት በየቦታው ደርሶ እኛም ሁላችን በዚህ አገልግሎት ላይ ተሰማርተን መስራት የምንችልበትን ጸጋ በረከቱን ያብዛልን። መልካም ቀን ይሁንላችሁ። ተልዕኮ ምሕረትን ማወጅ ተልዕኮ